when dreams and reality collide. A life is turned upside down. Thrust into a conflict where ancient shadows fight secret wars. For control of the future. Her allies hide in plain sight, but so do her enemies.
All right. We are back again. My goodness, it seems like it's too soon.
I just went to sleep and woke up. What happened?
Man, there's been a lot of things that's happening. The world is on fire. The Lucent campaign is on fire in a good kind of fire. Yeah, I don't know. I've called what I call this stream waking up without wearing my pants. I actually feel good. It was a bait and switch. I'm fine. It was a bit of a rough night. I did have to get up maybe 2 or 3 times to get a tall glass of water. But after that, and actually now that I say that, I didn't really appreciate Clark, my 2-year-old, coming in and jumping on my face and balls at about 7:30 in the morning. But you know, you have to take the good with the bad. How are you holding up, Blue? That was an 8.5 hours?
Yeah, that was pretty long. I gotta plug in my headphones. This no headphone thing isn't working.
Yeah, go for it. Hey, I'll speak to the chat. We got chat here already. Simply Greens here. Who needs pants? Exactly.
There we go.
I mean, what do? They just hold you back. LR goes here. Ready for another 8-hour stream? Yeah, no. This is my lunch break stream. No, just an hour today, and no topic. We're just going to be recapping on yesterday's shenanigans, I think. Tatsunami's here. How, brother? Thanks for coming. Who else is here? Who else has turned up? Spirit's car is here. He's giving us some really unfortunate news here that comic book shops are getting vandalized, which is the exact opposite thing of what needs to be happening for them right now. So that really sucks to hear. We know there's a lot of craziness going on in the States right now.
And it's not even that they're being targeted. It's just that they're just another shop, you know?
Yeah, everything. It's actually really hard to be on Twitter at the moment, scrolling through. Some of the stuff being shared is really awful to see. I hope anyone who's anywhere near any of that is staying safe out there today, because it's getting crazy.
Yeah.
On to brighter things. Yes, Mo Biggs, $7 until we hit 13K. How the hell did that happen? Well, we're going to go over it. Thanks for posting the link, Mo. Always love to see that. Antoine's here. Yeah, he wants to know what the writers have against glass windows. I cannot even begin to get into the mind of a writer. So, glass is a tool of the patriarchy, exactly. Magic Turtle's back. Hal, Magic Turtle. Oh, Mo, yes, absolutely. Don't just smash the like button. Caress it first. Get it warmed up. You know, get to know it a little bit. Don't just go in there, ram jam. Thank you, ma'am. Give that like button a good go over. You know.
I didn't know the like button was female. I'll be more gentle. There we go. Okay, got one for you. So,
Yeah, well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Spirits card. I don't know if that's exactly how it went down, but I know my wife was in the chat, like yelling at me, extend it, because I was probably 3 glasses in at that point. So yeah, I don't know. It's the first time I've ever extended it. I kind of wanted to give it like a full half an hour in case there was anything weird happening and I had to email anyone. I don't know. But I mean, the fact that he promoted it is an amazing sign. So hopefully it can happen again sometime. But yeah, I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, not at all. Nemesis is back. Hail, yes, absolutely, Nemesis. Yeah, I was the riot last night. Yeah, Bandito and I, yeah, we had our own little riot going on here. I hope he's done.
Being in both streams at the same time was a bit of fun.
We're going to get into that as well. Yeah, absolutely. Johnny Rando's here. How well met. Yes, yes. The like button is gender fluid. All right. No, I'm not blaming you, Mel. I'm not blaming. There's no blame. Like, you were right. I mean, because here's what happened. The first time I tried to extend it, I thought it's because it said 30. So I thought, okay, I'm extending it another 30, and then I hit save, and that's not what it meant. You had to go down to 60. And in my inebriated state, I'm glad I got in on it early. The way I saw it, we'll get into it. We'll watch the video. It's literally a couple of minutes on EVS's stream, so we'll watch that in a bit, and we'll have a chat about that.
Before we go to his video, are we done hailing the chat? We got Johnny.
Yeah, we're done. The chat is hailed.
We're not blaming Melanie for anything. She just 15 minutes before you planned, she wanted it done. We got it done. That's good. So,
I never blame her for anything.
No, that's a fast lesson to learn. So almost to the end of the stream, you poured a drink, and you said to me, "This is my 4th, blue." And I'm like, "What?" Okay. Long ago, I commented that you were a little low tolerant to alcohol. You get drunk easy.
Okay.
That's been it. And I don't know what you're thinking that means, but you've kind of poked back by that a few times. So okay, now it's my turn. So in hour 8, you were pouring a drink and saying, "This is my 4th," and I'm like, okay, whatever. Earlier my computer crashed, so I had to go back before I went to bed and see what parts I missed. And in one of the parts that I missed, you're holding up a glass that you had already been drinking but weren't finished with, and told somebody, "This is my 4th." That was 4 hours earlier.
And I can tell you, I was drinking that whole time too. So I was like one of those women who's perpetually 21 years old.
Okay, I'm writing that down. You're a perpetual 21-year-old woman. Got it.
No, it was. I'll tell you, in the harsh day of light, the following day, it was a good solid 1/3 of a bottle. So however many drinks that is, I don't know. Yes, okay, you caught me. It probably was a few more than 4, but my maths is not my strongest suit. Arithmetic, at least, and maybe in that state, I slipped up a little bit on the calculations there.
Okay, sure. I'm not getting paid to count for you, so we're good on that. Uh-oh.
No, we're good.
So what's the EVS thing? Do you have things queued up?
This is me last night. Like this me. I wasn't that drunk. Dude, you were stood in my fireplace screaming, "Diagon Alley!" I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I normally, if I go for a second glass of whiskey, that's sort of me for the night. I'm done. There's nothing else happening that's productive that night. I don't know. I don't know how many I poured. I couldn't tell you, but more than 4, obviously. We've got the evidence now.
Well, I think Bandito was pouring some of them for you.
He was going at it hard.
Yeah.
So look, it is what it is. We had fun. I had fun. So for anyone who wasn't there, and I see a lot of you here were, but some of you were coming in and out. At one point, just that little yellow icon popped up in the chat, Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I was like, oh wow, Ethan's here. You know, it was the first time ever for us. And then he said, oh, where's my original art page? I'm like, no way, no way. So I went and checked the campaign. Yeah, we'd bumped up $200, and there, sure enough, 3 out of 10 sold. So yeah, that was a pretty amazing thing to happen live on the party stream. And then
you have a maximum of 10 to sell for that, but are you drawing them as we go, or are you?
Yeah, I'm drawing them as we go. So I'm about to actually this week start another one, and I'm literally, because I wanted 10. I still have work to do on the campaign and stuff. I didn't want to, because it's sort of stuff as we go. I didn't want to, delay the fulfillment of the campaign an awful amount. So yeah, I'm just kind of picking out the best pages that I like and then giving them away in order of who bought them. So I already think I know which one EVS is going to get, and it's going to look pretty special. So hopefully, maybe when he gets it, he can show it on his stream.
That'll be nice. I don't know if he understands all the aspects of your campaign thoroughly, and so when he says, "Where's my page?" maybe he wants you to hold it up or something. But there's a comment in here from CG Oracle on Ethan's stream there.
Oh yeah. What's
that? See the green names, third one down.
Liam is stream sniping. We should stream. Yeah, that's what he just said. I've got this like set up. Actually, we're going to hear that. So let's just play it. We're going to watch a little bit of Ethan. It's only a couple.
Let's see. Liam is stream sniping, so we should stream snipe him. And in any case, everyone, this is what's important tonight. We got less than an hour on this one campaign here that I want to show you. The Lucent Waking Dream. This is by Michael Bancroft. Michael Bancroft is a friend of mine. He is the animator that did, well, he's done a bunch.
Glad to know I'm a friend of Ethan's. That's very good. That's I like hearing that.
Yeah,
happy to call Ethan my friend too.
You've got rank now.
I know, absolutely. I'm gonna wield that power. All right, here we go.
A bunch of kind of Ricky Gervais style treatments. Has he done a bunch, or is it just two?
Just
it's just two. He did 2 Ricky Gervais style treatments of me complaining about cartoons, and it's very, very important. I mean, he made my rants that were complete gibberish. I mean, they're just garbage. But he made them seem important. He made them seem like a call to revolution. He made them seem like a condemnation of feminism, and he made them seem like a call to arms for all fathers of young men who don't want their kids to grow up in soy. None of us want our kids to grow up in soy. And therefore, Michael Bancroft is a very important guy. He's making my words seem less stupid than they are. I mean, they're still stupid. You know, the things I say are still dumb. But Michael Bancroft adds a little sugar to them, makes them go down a little bit easier, and he makes them seem like a good time. So I'm going to ask you guys now. I don't know how much longer this is. This could just be 2 minutes. They don't say. It doesn't say, oh, it's 45 minutes. It doesn't say that. It just says 1 hour until it says over. Until it says over. I think it's actually could be 45 minutes before this ends.
Yeah, all Indiegogo campaigns end at the same time.
Yeah, they're on the hour.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of them drift a few minutes late, but it's on the hour.
Yeah. I get what Spirit's Car was saying there. Like, he could have, if he had seen it was really going to come to an end. This is the end of the full 60-day period. Then,
yeah.
Maybe he would have gone back to it. But it's still great. Still unbelievable to hear him say this. This was completely, all of us guys this is our first campaign. We've all just sort of resigned ourselves to the understanding that Ethan wouldn't be promoting our campaigns, and that's cool. That's his prerogative, but he's obviously had a change of heart. So,
well, I think a few people have sneaked him the message, and this happened in the stream when he came on stream last night. People were saying it out loud that you have published before.
Yeah. Well, I told, I have kind of made that clear as well, and I did kind of nudge that in his direction as well. So that's cool. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
I beg of you guys, and I don't usually beg. I'm not usually somebody who begs, but please Support Michael Bancroft.
Thank you,
Support
Ethan.
this campaign. Find it in your heart. I just went down here to back him. I back this. I'm balling. You guys.
That is a
I'm
lot.
taking this money that you give me, and I'm giving it to some of it. Let's be honest. I'm not giving all of it. I'm not giving very much of it at all. In fact, but some of it is going over to other comic skaters. Look,
I showed because the first time I watched this, Mel and Victoria was Victoria stayed up last night. There was so much excitement. Going on in our house. She stayed up, so we watched all this together, and yeah, we were laughing. That was very good.
Book and a page of art for $205. I'm the third one to buy that. There are still 7 left. It's over. It's over. No, it's not over. It's not over. It couldn't be over. There's no way it's over. It's still funding, right? I mean, let me refresh it here. No, it's still funding. Don't gaslight me. Don't gaslight me, chat. Hang on a second. Let's see who just popped in here.
Right.
Oh, good. It's Yellow Flash. Oh,
so that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I get you. I absolutely understand exactly what you're saying there. But I just wasn't going to risk it, and my wife was already yelling at me, like saying extend it, because this is the fact we just have no idea how this stuff all works in the back end. Every time I do something in the back end of Indiegogo, it's the first time I've ever done it.
Oh, well, you've had good luck so far.
Yeah, going all right. So yeah, that was that, and wow, what a moment! This is, like I said, nothing I ever expected to happen. So that was very much appreciated. And I sent Ethan a message after. I sent everyone a message. Samurai, I was in my what you call me, a romantic drunk.
Romantic drunkard. Yes, I think that's what I said.
that was me last night. So I was. I sent him a message, and he saw that, and he clearly liked it. So I saw that he read it. So yeah, that's cool. And God, look at it. Just look at it. It seems like we were, trying to get up to 10,000. We were sitting on 200 backers, just not that long ago.
Yeah. When I popped up this morning, I looked at it, and since the stream ended, and about 6 hours later, we gained 10 more backers. It was unbelievable.
Another one came in just earlier too. It's just thank you to everyone so much who's backed this and supported it and shared it. I know a lot of you guys are out there sharing it. Some of you guys are even sending super chats to other people's streams, sharing it. So that just blows my mind. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you in here. I know you all by name now. I know that you're all backers, and that's so cool. Mo Big says he's gobsmacked. All this time he thought Blue Samurai was an affable mute.
I don't understand the affable part, but okay, yeah.
You're very affable. Come on. Hey, Felix is here. Sci-fi for me is here. Yeah, thank you, man. It's been a wild ride, absolutely. How chat, how Felix. But anyone who wasn't there, look, we had a real party last night, didn't we? That was what a experience. And I'm dubbing it the Streamception. That's what I'm calling it.
Did you actually play the other stream on there?
I haven't gone through the whole thing because it's actually a bit weird to watch. And plus, I'm kind of listening to I don't really listen to myself again.
Right.
It's weird. And I remember a decent portion of what went on. And I'm worried I'm going to say something really embarrassing. So I just don't want to hear that. But anyone who isn't aware, Liam. So I saw Liam in the chat. I said, Liam, get on here. And the Liam, talk about being a showman. Liam thinks, no, I'm just going to send a tweet out saying I'm going on to my stream. He starts up his own stream, unbeknownst to me. If anyone is thinking like I was in on this, absolutely not. I mean, there's no way in my drunken state I would have been able to keep this charade. And I know a lot of you guys were in on it because I see you in the chat here, and you guys did very well not to let it slip. I don't know who else was I the only one who wasn't in on it? I don't know.
It's actually, you were drunk enough that you weren't paying attention to private chat, and I almost ruined everything. So there's a stream snipe, and I thought, oh, this is cool. And I didn't know Liam had these big plans. And so I had just bailed out so to make room for Liam to come in, and he messaged me, and I said, "Oh, hey, this is cool." And thank God you didn't see it in the private chat. That would have destroyed everything, and I'm sorry. But so he pulled me over there with Micah, and suddenly I got a message from Poland like an hour later saying, "Why are you in both streams? Why are you so special?" And then sometime later, Bandito's face just lit up, and that's when he found it. So yeah, people figured it out eventually, but we'll talk later, I think, about how, unless you're going to show it, how Liam destroyed it himself. So also, I have a train coming.
Oh no, I know how he ended it, but I think it went on for a pretty decent amount of time, didn't it? Did it really go on for 2.5 hours? His stream tonight?
Oh yeah, it started right before EVS came in.
Oh man.
Yeah, Liam screwed it up himself though, but yeah.
It was so freaking funny when EVS expressed his frustrations about Micah. Micah can always Oh man. Oh, there you go. Antoine had no idea. Yes, well, there we go. I mean, I know that. Well, I've had experiences with Liam when he's in a really good mood and having fun. He will just throw weird stuff out there to keep it entertaining. So I thought, okay, he's sort of taken this next level. He's not just he's just putting out like the weirdest shit ever just to. And I was like, I'm right on board. I love that kind of humor. And so I was getting all into it. So obviously that was feeding back into their stream, and they were all loving it because I was taking it. I was trying to take it completely seriously. That was how I was taking it, you know.
Well,
I wasn't saying, "Oh, what are you talking about, Liam? Why are you such a weirdo?" Yeah, it was. Felix thought I was just telling what to say. Man, it was an experience. Yeah, the streamception was real and it was glorious. I'll just play a little bit of it here.
There we go.
This is what I like. Just like a couple of minutes.
Before she does that, I need an answer question. I need a question answered real quick and important. If Micah and I were gay, who would be the bottom?
Well, Mike does MMA.
I think Mike is very big. He's a very large
Here's me
man.
playing it
This isn't
straight.
the answer I want to hear.
You two look similar on the screen, obviously not color-wise, size-wise, but in real life, I mean, that guy's an absolute behemoth.
It's just a weird matchup. Usually it's not too
I
bad.
love watching. I haven't watched this
If
yet.
Micah was on the bottom, it would look like a small lizard kind of crawling up the top of a turtle.
By the way, available on Indiegogo now. Help us get before the end of the day.
Oh man.
After Liam's
So-
pokey friend that he showed last time, I got a bit of a.
I want to see. I want to keep it going because I want to
Tell me-
see.
tell me
I'll
what
just
this
pause
is,
this
Mike.
1 sec.
Can you tell me?
So what was happening was Liam kept turning off his cam and muting himself. So obviously that's when he was talking to you guys on the other stream.
Right. And he was cursing people for some of the things that they super chatted.
I mean, I was just too, you know, I had 6 people in the stream, and I'm the host. So I was just, you know, like, okay, Liam's, you know, he's doing things. He's got things going on. So I just didn't really think too deeply about it, obviously. And I was four drinks in by then, as we all know. Yeah, it was. I mean, I noticed it was unusual, but I didn't really. Put 2 and 2 together. I didn't have that kind of cognitive ability at that moment in time. But it's very. I'm enjoy seeing the reaction from Micah to that comment.
What this is?
I think that's a dog. That's clearly a dog. Yeah, everyone's clear on that.
Clearly.
Oh.
Clearly.
It's a dog.
Nice fluffy
I love
dog.
seeing
He's
Micah
got
laughing.
He's got a collar on.
Definitely
And
not like Liam's pokey friend.
No, he's. I mean, you just want to pat.
I want
that.
to
You
get.
just
I want to
wanna
get to
take
a
your
point
hand
where
and give that a
he's,
good rub. You know.
Yes.
There we go.
That's my inclination.
So here he should be.
Is actually taken is
Oh,
a
no.
reference to the Epic of Gilgamesh. So if anyone wants to get in there while the campaign is
Well,
going,
anyway, there we go. And what happened was, as far as I understood it, is I said we should play Matt Fitzgerald's trailer. That's what happened, isn't it?
Right. And he
said, go on to it's on my channel.
Right, which is where the if you look at the channel, the top posting is broadcasting now.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is I found out here?
Yeah, it's right around here. I think.
Just sort of be out there, put my face out there so people know that I'm there, and maybe think about looking at the loose.
Stoically across the field, and I slew some bandits along the way, you know, and I buried them in shallow graves.
What?
And then I got to this big black tower, and I scaled the black tower, and I found at the top of this tower, after battles with demons and dragons, all sorts, right? I get right to the top of this tower, and there's this great sword. There's this great sword, and I reach out and I take this great sword and I hold it high. I hold it high above my head, and the orange light cascades off my body and it reflects off the blade. And from those beams of light was born Matt.
I can think what I'm doing now is I'm looking for his YouTube channel.
Want to chill?
Yeah, I want to chill.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
And
right now.
that's the origin story of how I met Matt. So
here we go.
Wow, if I had time, I would animate that.
Guys, if you are a fan,
if
you're a fan of Matt, that is Planet Tobor TV or TV Planet Tobor, Tobor Prime.
Right, it's about to
go
come.
check out the Savage.
I'm about to find out.
Savage.
Right now.
Go check out
Savage
Shards of Gozen on Steam.
He's
a game developer. He's a comic book creator. He's an actor. He's a voice. He's a voice guy. He's an animator. He's a rock star. He's one of the most talented guys in Comicsgate 2020. And
100%.
you know, going forward, things are going to be a lot of fun. So if you don't know who Matt is, follow him on the social media.
Come on. Figure it out. Look at Drunk Bancroft. It's just taking forever to find a YouTube video.
It is great. You can play it as it is. And keep an eye on
we're
my
used to
channel.
that.
And
This is like Tropic Thunder. This is a stream. Sniping a stream.
He's been
Sniping
there
a
a couple
stream.
of times. and
Come
it's
on.
been great. I mean,
Find that channel.
not only like you talk about his talent.
Don't make me go forward a little
I think
bit.
if you type the right
There you
arrow,
go.
it'll
I mean, you
hurt.
can tell.
Oh yeah.
And I'm scared to play it because I don't want to
don't play it. Don't play it.
get back into Brand Steve video because you will
He's a great guy doing a lot of the stuff.
I ever
Just
met him.
as a kindness, you know what I mean?
Come
Oh, here
on.
we go.
All right, I'll go find it.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
The Bandito is yawning.
Are you stream sniping me, Liam?
What? What are you talking about? That's crazy accusation.
Hi, Michael.
How dare you? How dare you,
Wow.
good sir? How dare you?
Liam Gray.
This is a besmirching on epic levels here.
There's something.
I'll have no part of it.
What do you mean am I stream sniping you, good sir? How dare you
Snipeception.
attack my integrity in my own in such a
Absolutely.
manner?
There,
How dare you? How dare
How
you,
dare
Michael?
you?
I'm just blown away here. Like because I saw how long it's been going too.
Micah, how you going, buddy?
Hey,
There's a massive
Michael.
delay happening because I'm going between streams.
Yeah, like it all started to fall into place, all the little pieces. At one point during on my stream, he said, "Thank you, someone, for a $2 super chat." He said that on my stream, and I'm
Oh, I
like,
missed
"What are you
that.
going on about? I don't have any super chats." And he's like, "Oh, it's worth $2." It was such a good comment. It's worth $2, and I was so drunk. I didn't even go back and check to see what comment he was actually talking about.
Well, when they first pulled me in there was after I made room for him. And so I just said, hi, Micah. And he says, hi, Blue. And I said, okay, it's good to be out of there because I think I said something like I was shooting blanks earlier, which doesn't mean telling jokes. I mean it in terms of like trying to have a conversation. It was like everything I said just sounded, I don't know, lame and forced, even though I'm not forcing it. It was just, that's when it's time to be quiet and wait. And he said something about, well, when you're streaming, and I forget what it was. But then later on, I told him, okay, Michael has no tolerance and he's 2 shots in. And that's about it. If like, I don't count other people's money. I really don't accurately count other people's drinks. So I could be wrong. I'm like, I don't know. But later on, I kind of would sneak over there and whisper to the microphone that, he's got an 8-year-old daughter who's listening. And I think that made the comments worse rather than
luckily she doesn't. She's so innocent and naive. She doesn't understand any of that stuff. So
Oh, thank God.
yeah. Antoine, this is way too nuanced for me to have picked up on. Yeah, I would never. I just like that's how Liam does it. Like he's a hard salesman. He just pushes and pushes and pushes. So yeah, I just didn't think there was anything weird that he was really pushing hard to us for the Lucent one. Yeah, we're all kind of, we're all the guys that we know. We all come onto this stream, pretty much every day. So I was just thinking that's just Liam being Liam. He's going to try and get it out there. And of course, unbeknownst to me, I don't know how many people were in the snipe stream, Blue.
Oh, just the three of us.
No, how many people watching in the chat?
Oh, like 55, I think it was the peak. And so 53 I saw at one point, but I count as one because I have a YouTube window. Like right now we have 22. One of those is me. So I think, yeah, it was like 50. He doubled your audience for a lot of fun.
He did, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm so happy. Thank you, Liam, for doing that. That was what a moment, what a Comicsgate moment. That was just so brilliant. I loved that. And when he closed up the stream, they all came into, well, not all of them, but a lot of them came into our stream. And we sat on like 35, 30 people for the whole rest of the time, which was a fair amount of time, considering we kind of, drunkenly devolved to rambling about RoboCop and God knows what else. Who knows? It was a real, like, I tried to close the stream out at about 6 hours in, and then we just get on another topic, and it was just a real sort of, it's after the party. A couple of the drunk guys are sitting around just talking shit, and no one wants to go home. Everyone's just having such a nice conversation.
Yeah, if anybody really wants to see what it was, you can only take so much at a time, not all 8 hours, but hearing them talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and what it meant to them as kids was really great. And then I deliberately asked Micah a few questions about Spawn because he has a certain Spawn history that he's talked about before. So, really, if you're bored, jump back and pick out the parts of that stream. It's pretty good.
Yeah, if you're drawing or you're in a job that you don't really need to think, and you can listen to stuff just in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And you're interested in like movies like Terminator and RoboCop and things like Ninja Turtles and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we were just like a bunch of fans, just talking cool stuff about all that stuff. I that's why the stream went on for so long, because I was just having so much fun. And then I realized, I really do have to wrap this up because I hadn't eaten pretty much all day, and I was four whiskeys in, and it was starting to. I was feeling it. I was feeling it by the end. And I can tell you were too, Blue.
Yeah, well, I didn't have the whiskeys, but I was getting a sleepy at the. Actually,
well, that's what makes it even harder.
I didn't get sleepy for like an hour after the stream. So.
Doing it doing it sober that makes it even harder. So because you're just sort of sitting around with a whole bunch of drunk people. Yeah,
I'm used to it. So, actually, what I did was I'd mute my microphone and listen to you guys, because I said this in the stream, but I didn't grow up with the Turtles. I didn't have a lot of the stuff you guys talk about your childhoods with. I really didn't grow up with anything. So what I have is a whole bunch of like mailers from Comicsgate that have built up, and I was prepping my recycling, so I just turn off my microphone so I'm not being noisy, and I'm like stripping all the labels off of that to recycle cardboard while I'm listening to you. It wasn't that bad.
Well, there you go.
There you go. If I got nothing to say, just wait.
Yeah, Antoine, it's unbelievable. Not only in the last couple of days. That's why we do the 30 days. You don't do the full 60 days. Is you get that push. You can see here I'm on the arts and film highlights, whatever. No, what doesn't. Here you go. You can browse the collection. So they put you on there. It just gets you more exposure just through Indiegogo, and as well if you go to comics. I'm up here somewhere as well. There you go. So I haven't been up here for ages, pretty much since the first week of the campaign. I've been buried down here somewhere in the view more section. So not only do they just give you that, on top of that, Liam has pushed it really hard, and then the whole thing with Ethan, it's been incredible, and they've just been coming in and in and in, and it's an amazing thing to see. It really, it's really blowing my mind now that I'm kind of looking at the actual numbers and sort of seeing, well, we can do some really cool stuff. Liam mentioned in the stream, and you were probably there, Antoine, to do another poster. I could do like a big fold-out poster, maybe, as the next stretch goal. Because look, we're $7 away from 13K, so we're really only 2,000 away from that book 2 preview comic. And we're gonna, if we hit that soon, we're gonna have a full month, and we need to have a stretch goal. So I think a really cool poster is on the cards there, and I like the idea. Like, this is all pretty much Liam's idea. Is like show Ella in that, the way that kind of she sees herself in her dreams. They're sort of like the full powerful self that she is.
Her final form.
Her final form, as it were, exactly. And that'll be cool because eventually in the story, in the books, you'll finally see how she comes across that look, like how she gets that look, and it's be part of the story. So you'll recognize it from this poster, and then you'll be able to see eventually as the books go on how she gets there to it. So yeah, I think it's a really good idea, Bandito. Yeah, no, maybe he is. I don't know. I hope he is. I always like it when Liam stream snipes me. It's a lot of fun and a lot of profit to be had.
Hey, hail Death Pusher, good to see you. Hey, what was the name of that t-shirt print site that you happen to have a bunch of stuff on?
Was it TeePublic?
TeePublic, not T-Print.
Have
Okay.
a look.
All right, I'll bring it up.
You'll have a look? Yeah. TeePublic. Yeah, I've got all my tees on there, or most of them, I think. And yeah, I mean, none of it's really comic related, but some of it is pop culture and like this sort of stuff.
No, but it's good for people to know you're kind of a phenom. That is somebody who's multi-talented.
What was that he said? I should have my books like Phenom Comics or something like that.
Yeah, and it fits for a reason. So.
It seem a bit up yourself though? I don't know, like a bit. A
lot of people don't understand where phenom and phenomenal. Like it's okay. You're fine. But
okay, all right.
If I can bring up this shirt.
So oh, thanks, Death Pusher. Yeah, man, we stream every day. This is my lunch break stream. So I'm at work right now, but I'm on my lunch break. So yeah, we stream every day, and we just talk comics and have fun, and yeah. So anyone in here can attest to that. All right, what have you got here?
This shirt.
Oh, good to see you here, Sci-Fi, for me. Hope your stream goes well. Thanks for coming. Yeah, there you go. The 4 Ronin. You can put on a whole bunch of different colors. Try out some of those other colors too.
Yeah, I'm trying to click inside the wrong window. There we go.
Updates are live, I think. So
yeah.
You can see the different colors.
I like this dark gray for the colors you have because it doesn't interfere with the border lines at all. Like black here kind of blends with his shins.
Although the way they do these is I send them a PNG file. For anyone who doesn't know, that's like a raw image with a transparent background. So the way they print this stuff, it does kind of sit up on top of the T-shirt. So even on black, you will see the difference. Johnny Rand, that's a good suggestion. 4 Whiskeys comics. 4 Whiskeys in. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I always it's funny you should say that. Wii U got you a good push. I was just thinking about this the other day. I always just have a tendency to say we, as in we got up to 260. We got up to this, and I was trying to think, why am I saying that? Because I don't have a team, and then I thought I know why I'm saying it, because it's really been us all together, all you guys in the chat since day one. I mean, I recognize you all, and we have been on this journey together, and that's why I'm saying that. So absolutely, you guys are all part of this. I couldn't have done any of this without you, so I wouldn't be here. So
she's not loading.
Push it real good.
All right, that page isn't loading.
Poland. Ooh, what have you got now? Hang on. I like that you're updating your avatars there. That's cool.
Gotta
Nice.
stay relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're not staying fresh, then yeah, you fall behind. How are you going?
It's going well. Just got back from a little road trip on the day. Saw you guys were on. Decided to pop in, see how the Phenom of Phenom Comics was doing.
That's my name, isn't it now? It's not really up for debate anymore, is it?
I mean, I coined it, Michael. It's got to be good.
Well, if you coined it, then yeah, I guess I have to do it, don't I? I'm gonna have to come up with a logo now. We're gonna have to get the chat to give us suggestions for what a logo should be.
This is going to be
Oh.
exciting. If JDA comes in here, he could give some ideas.
James will take over. He'll just take over the whole project if he comes in.
And then you have hundreds of dollars for it.
He'll be like, all right, Michael, pay me.
So
well, apparently TeePublic doesn't like when I reload, but yeah, there's that.
Hey, maybe you could put the link in if anyone wants that.
Sure.
You see, look, Antoine is with me. He says it sounds pretentious. That's what I'm worried about. It sounds like I'm calling myself a phenom.
Well, you have Marvel comics that are marvelous, and Michael is phenomenal.
Oh, good lord.
Seems to make
Maybe
sense
I
to
call
me.
myself pretentious comics. See, now that would eat at me if Antoine was out there thinking, oh, that's a pretentious name. See, I was just gonna print this without an imprint. I was just gonna go, look, we're in a new age now, where we're not going through publishers anymore. I'm not going to be selling this in stores. I'm going to be selling this direct to the customers. It's directly through crowdfunding, and then, customers will come to me later on if on the second book and ask for it, or whatever, however I do it. So I just thought, do I really need an imprint name? Because that's the old way. I don't expect to put this into any catalogs or anything like that, for example. And I've already kind of branded myself now as my name, Michael Bancroft. That's why I put my name and face out there, like an author would. To that is my brand. So yeah, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried about it. I don't want to. I definitely do not want to come off as pretentious. Like I'm the opposite of what's his face? Who's the rapper? Kanye West. He would call his imprint "I'm Phenomenal Comics."
But he pulls it off, and you're going to pull it off too, Michael.
Yeah. Do you think that's cool, Johnny Rando? I don't need an imprint for the first edition. I don't know. I've said it before. Do I really need an imprint? And comic people have gone, of course you need an imprint. How could you print without an imprint? Yeah, the convention's all going to want to know what your imprint is, and if you want to go in any catalogs, they won't just take a name. It'll look unprofessional, and it's all every answer that they gave me why I absolutely needed an imprint was all to do with the old way of
I just think it's neat.
Putting out comics.
I'll be honest. I just like the idea of it. Even if it is vestigial.
Yeah, literally all I would do was just put a little logo at the bottom on the back cover. That's all it would be. So, I don't know.
My real question is why does StreamYards do a square crop and then they crop it again into a circle? That's my question.
That is yeah. Why do they do that? It'd be cool if you could just have this. You see this entire rectangle. If that could be your avatar, why not?
Yeah, because when I cropped this, it said, "Oh, they're gonna be able to see all the words," but nope, it's a circle, so they can't.
Yeah, we have to kind of know what you were talking about.
It makes sense for the little show your audio thing, but there are other ways to do that too.
Hail and well met, Bandito.
Hail. It's okay. I was mentally pontificating over the same problem, so I was I was thinking as well. Why can't we just have more? Don't we always just want more?
Well,
More.
Bandito, it's not just wanting more. It's the fact that it's false advertising. You know, you come in here, they're like, "Oh, we're going to crop your avatar in a square box," and then they crop it again to a circle.
Mo
It's
has
all
the
about
answer.
control.
Mo Biggs has the answer. It's because StreamYards isn't for squares, man.
No.
I laugh at that because I'm a dad. Antoine says, I set up an LLC in order to separate and protect assets. It's a practical consideration aside from the catalog conceit. Yeah,
Sure.
I get that. My name is a business. We don't have LLCs. We obviously have companies. We don't call them LLCs in Australia. I don't need to set up as a company. I can operate as a sole trader, as we call it in Australia, and my name has a Australian business number attached to it, and I've operated 4 businesses off that business number, just using my name as a sole trader, or I've used other names. Seinfeld. That's what I was going to show you guys. Actually, I was going to pull up some my Etsy store. Yeah, but a T-shirt business, obviously the rollerblading magazine business. They've all just operated as a business name. But I've been Michael Bancroft, sole trader, and sole trader. Yeah, that's right.
Trading in souls.
That's the kind of soul. Yeah, and it's perfectly fine. I have all my taxes are separate. Like it's all a completely separate thing. I can have a business account and everything. So all the money that I get from this Indiegogo campaign, I've already got a business account. I've already got a side account, bank account set up for that. It will be separate from my normal income account. So there's no mixing up of my regular income and anything like that. So that's why I'm just thinking, why do I need this? It does all seem like old school stuff. I don't know.
I'm already formulating a whole world build and character for Michael Bancroft, Soul Trader, and the war against hell.
Speaking of Soul Trader, have you done a recent update on how many backers you have? Like, how many do you know that you're at right now?
262.
Okay, let's do a refresh and see if anything has changed. I think we need to.
I like how you act coy about this.
I know.
You just have to be updated and make sure. Well, look at that. Take a drink, Mr. Bancroft.
I can go get a water from the water cooler.
I've got a water.
Hey,
you don't need no stinking water.
Hey, just to reach out for a friend of ours, if you can see what's on my screen, if it's okay to share it for a quick shout out.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, here's Outlaw Knights, and this guy, he just got 2 backers within the past hour. Good for him.
Nice.
So I think this is a story that looks interesting, is worth believing in, although I can't scroll on this window because it's the wrong window. There we are. Everybody freaks out over this image where the dude in the command chair gets tired of the lip that's going on and just teaches this guy a lesson, apparently. Don't know where that fits in the story. Artwork is definitely up to snuff. The story sounds interesting. It's a security guard at a space colony, so essentially a small town sheriff, if you would, learning to re-question everything he believes in. This is part 1, I think, of 6. So buying it's $25 a copy, and then the trading is consolidated for however many copies you get. So yeah, this is a project I think is worth getting into if you can.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I really was very impressed having Ben on. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that chat with him. So yeah, this was my business that I had directly before I started my comic. So I had an Etsy store called Seinfeld. This is a side business, I say. I didn't do it full time outside of about a month or 2 months before I got my job here. And I was making funny signs. Are you guys familiar with like English? What is it? Chinglish signs? Yeah, it's like they're memes. Yeah. So what I would do is I would go around and I would find the photos of the memes, and then I would like make actual signs out of them. So these are actual like plastic perspex signs that I would make. And yeah, this one was actually really popular. One Place, One Dream. I made a lot of them. And just I made stickers, and I like this one. Private sign, do not read. These are all real stuff. Touching causes instant death and $200 fine. There were a whole bunch of grass signs, like keep off the grass signs, and they were some of my most popular, and they were really poetic. Tender grass, tender fragrant grass, how hard-hearted to trample them. This is my most popular by far. I think I had like, this got shared on, this was back in the day, Tumblr. This got shared on Tumblr like 300,000 times or something. And it was, do not disturb, tiny grass is dreaming. But I also had my, this was my like about page where I put, that's me showing myself making the signs. I just inserted myself into stock photo images.
Nice.
That was me after all the sales were done and I was relaxing on the beach.
Oh, of course.
And that was me making the signs. And that was me researching the science with my research team. Even then, I was a little bit cheeky.
Full research team.
Yeah. Step 2, innovation. I gather the most racially and age-diverse crowd I can muster, then dress them up in the blandest clothing possible. We all look for funny English and Chinglish pictures on the internet. What a lark we have.
What a lark, indeed.
Established, and I've been on, I said established in 2011. And when we went to France for a holiday in like, I don't know, 2000 and something like probably 2016, 2017. And I put my my shop on, you can put them on vacation. And yeah, I just never came back. Just sitting there on vacation. But yeah, the problem is I was getting so many sales from that store. I was getting too many sales. And the problem is for each sale that I get, I have to actually make the thing. So it was not scalable at all. So the more popular I got, the more busy I got. And yeah, I had no time to do any of that. And I just thought I wanted to, do the comic. And so I had to one had to give. And obviously, I think I made the right decision there. Hey, Drew, how you going? Good to see you here. Yeah, we've been, we talked briefly on that, very briefly, because I know it's a bit of a downer topic right now. What I'm seeing on Twitter is absolutely insane. And I don't know what's going on with 2020. It's just like everything insane is happening. You can't, we're not even out of the thing that must not be named. And now we're already, well, you guys are into something just as crazy. It's just a nutty world out there.
Well, and keep in mind that what happens in the States first, I mean, eventually happens to the rest of the world too, right? So
yeah, it does. We had it's so bizarre. Well, back when Black Lives Matter was a real big thing, we had Black Lives Matter protests here in Melbourne, and like everyone else who's not part of that crazy internet activist thing was just scratching their head. Like, I don't know if you guys have been to Australia, but there's like the number of black people in Australia you can count in probably under one digit percentage wise. It's just like what is going, like I'm not even aware of many or any high profile cases. Maybe a couple up in the Northern Territory with Aborigines, but with cops and people dying when they're getting arrested and stuff. So it was just, you are right. This stuff just kind of makes its way around the world, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And I mean, even just look at the crazy politics. I mean, what ends up happening, and sometimes like with England as well. I mean, the fact that both countries have the same kind of president and prime minister now, at least the same style of person. And I mean, there's a real sense of the world doesn't really know what to do with itself right now.
Yeah.
Like Trump obviously got elected. I think he got elected specifically because of being a celebrity. Whether he's done well or not in the position is up for debate. But I mean, that's the reason he got that job. And the fact that that is where, and it was the same thing with George Bush. He got that because his dad was president prior. It's actually well known that every time that a Bush is on the ballot, they get 20% more votes just because of their last name. So I don't know. It's just,
I'm just trying to trigger Drew here. Sorry, guys. This thing is as bad and awful and big and just really a crazy spider. You don't want to see
I hate spiders.
Yes, I'm triggering everyone. I just thought I'd give Drew a little.
I'm okay with spiders.
I'm okay with the spiders that I know we have because I'm really familiar with them, and that's it. Like, no more.
Yeah, well, every time I go into my shed, I've got to kind of double check everything, that everything is, free of redbacks and. Yeah, this is what it feels like, Dennis, Antoine. It's I don't know. It just that's what I'm thinking. Like, I consider myself a lucky because we had immigrant African family who emigrated to Australia when I was a kid, and they went to our school, so that I didn't grow up completely, all I would have ever seen of black people was on TV, so like I actually got to, be friends with them and meet them and know them. So it is strange when I see, I'm like, what is going on here? Well, you don't want to go shooting around your house. I hear they're pretty fast. Thankfully, they're not. Here you go, my wife. There you go. This is why she's saying she'd never live in New South Wales ever. That's where Liam lives, up in New South Wales. Around his place, he definitely would have fun on web spiders. So, and you know what? They'd like to get into, laundry and stuff like that. It's no thanks, no thanks.
Shoes.
At least I know with the redbacks. I know where they stay out in the shed. That's their little castle. And if I go into the shed, I know I'm entering their territory. So I tread lightly and I, turn things over, and make sure it's all kosher. I've told a story before that I took a scooter, my daughter's scooter, out of the shed once, and she's like, "Check it for spiders." And I looked underneath it, and there was massive redback mother.
Oh my god!
With all these eggs. I was like, oh my god. And if redbacks bite a kid, they can get really sick.
I was going to say, I'd be so worried about the kids. I'd be so worried about the kids. Oof.
Yeah, they don't want to go into dark sheds anyway, so it's all good.
Spiders are. It's not about the little kids. Spiders are Mother Nature's way of reminding everybody that you're still her bitch.
We have that. I think we probably have that just innate fear of creepy crawly spiders and snakes, like going way back in time to when we weren't even humans. We probably inherited that fear from some creature that we were millions and millions of years ago, because it's so inside us. Like, I'm not terrified of them, but I don't want them unexpectedly crawling on me.
Yeah. Well, we don't like that with anything. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. As soon as we have something crawling on us, we freak out just because we don't know what it is, right? It's not necessarily what goes bump in the night. It's what you think might be going bump in the night.
Is it weird that I was $7 away from 13K on 262 backers, and now I'm $2 away?
I think somebody gave you their tip money again.
Oh, okay. Oh, excellent. Well, thank you.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
And they just wanted to tease me with the tip. That's came out wrong.
Well, last night or this morning, depending on what planet you're on, somebody said, "Oh, this is all my beer money from my tips last night. I'm just going to give it to you," and that was really nice. I forget if that was. I don't want to credit the wrong person, saying I forget if it's one or the other, but I forgot who did it. But I think they may be in the chat now. So thank you.
Someone gave that to me, their tip money.
Yeah, you were too drunk to notice, but that's what they said in the chat.
I'm so sorry, I missed that. I hope they're seeing that now. Yeah, thank you so much. That's incredible.
Oh, that's the other thing I did. I wasn't just ripping up boxes while I was muted. I was putting links in the chat, and you later accused me of sleeping on the job.
No, it was a joke. It was because
I know, but it was great.
It's just jokes, Blue.
Blue may not have been sleeping, but I certainly was towards the end.
Yeah. That's
There were people coming back where I was like, they were here at the beginning. I know they went to another stream, and I think that they've slept and woken up already. Anyway.
Yeah, when I left, I had like dozed off and woken back up. I was like, yeah, I need to go to sleep.
Hey, Poland, did you see this comment from Magic Turtle?
There we go.
As a kid, my mate had a redback in a jar. She had babies that crawled through the holes in the lid and infested the house.
Oh my god.
You do not want redbacks infesting your house.
I have an arachnophobia thing. I really do not like spiders.
It was Tatsunami. Well, thank you so much, Tatsunami.
I'm looking this up right now. Redback spiders.
That is.
Oh, they're like
I'll get them up.
Demon black widows.
Oh.
Yeah, they're deadly, but we have a what am I running deadly? We have a anti-venom now, so there hasn't been a death, I don't think, in about 30 years.
Michael, I don't know if you remember, but you gave Tatsu a shout out last night for that.
Oh, I did. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you another shout out. So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but I didn't want you to feel bad about last night. You did get him.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. You turn over like a box in your shed, or you pick up a hammer and one of these bad boys is underneath it, and they can be pretty big. This one here is that's sort of like medium size. They can the females can get quite large, but most of them are probably going to be probably about that size or a bit bigger.
Yeah, that's big.
They're there you go. What's that? Looks like a black widow.
Yeah,
redback.
Demon back black widows.
God, they're nasty looking things. Look at them. Let's get back to the list. All right, we actually got to end up this stream. I'm going to get back to work. Yes, I'm not sitting here without any pants on. I do have pants on at work. Although I could sit here without any pants on, no one would know about it. I'm here alone, so maybe I don't know. It's a bit cold for that actually. I'm going to go get a cup of tea after this to warm myself up. So yes, thank you.
Nudists are just posers because winter comes.
Look, all right, whatever. So thank you everyone. Obviously we had a lot of fun last night, and if you didn't check it out, I know it's going to be a commitment, but it is well worth at least most of it to go to see what shenanigans happened last night. And that's how we ended up with friggin' 263 backers here. We're really an inch away from 13,000 US, which is well on our way to the 15K stretch goal.
Yeah, you're going to hit that goal. I feel so confident in that you're going to hit that goal before the end of the month. That is.
It was a night of drunken revelry, cake, orange, green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guitar playing.
Last night. Your song, Bandito. How good was your song? That was hilarious.
That song was awesome.
That sounds made up.
And Outlaw Knights just got another backer too. So
excellent.
Good for him.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Go check out Outlaw Knights if you haven't. Oh, Antoine's telling me to refresh the page. Oh, we've done it.
Yes.
Did you pass?
There you go.
$2.
Hail the chat.
Hail the chat. The chat is the best.
That's a pretty number. I like it.
That is fantastic.
Take a screenshot.
It'll
never happen again.
That's right. Here we go. Screen. Done. Excellent. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you tomorrow. I've got a couple of cool people who want to come on to the stream, so we'll get them on and talk about what they're up to.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, exactly. Blue, Poland, Bandito, always great to have you here. Hail the chat, and I'll see you next time.
Hail the chat, and well met, everybody.
Take care.